What does your dream house look like? Think about it. Does it have a pool? Space in a backyard? Or a penthouse in space? See, when you think about your dream house, I see all of this joy come across you. And the best part of that is I get to work with some of the best dream builders in the world. That's right. For the last 17 years, I have worked with some of the most impressive dream builders out there. But they don't just build dreams. They help during those nightmare times. When you go downstairs to your basement, and you realize 2 feet of water is not supposed to be there. A lot of us run away from our cell phones, and I say to everybody, you want my phone, because in my phone, somebody will come fix that leak, and if I'm lucky, they probably won't charge me. These dream builders, though, you probably don't know that they're struggling. I actually checked the stat this morning before I came on stage. See, as dream builders, we're 8 times more likely to die at home, alone, through self-harm, than we are in a workplace accident. These are the men and women in the construction industry who show up every single day, and they're dying. Actually, they're dying and aging out at an alarming rate that we could consider them on the endangered species list. Criteria for being on the endangered species list: 20% loss over 5 years or 2 decades. We right now know in the next 5 years, 20% of our labor force is aging out. That to me is an endangered species. And these are my friends. So why? Why, Leslie? Why are we having so many problems? Well, I got an idea. 17 years on site, watching, you kind of learn some things. We don't really have a good understanding of what mental health is. We have no form of gratitude or recognition. And our trust is so incredibly fractionated. It's a miracle some days we can get anything done because we're working against each other to build your dream. Well, what do I mean, definition of mental health? It's pretty easy. You just go to Google. She, he, however you label Google, will spit out an amazing answer, and then you'll read it and go, whoa, I don't have any of that. Let's talk about Gary for a second. Gary has been in the trades for about 30 years now. He has two baby mamas. They're not married, just 2 women he's made babies with. He's working on his 3rd one right now. He's usually a foreman of his crew, so not really the supervisor, but the next guy in line to take all the heat. He struggles. This job, he actually has been kind of demoted, so he's still a foreman, but he doesn't get to lead the crew. He's just part of a crew. He's struggling financially. He's struggling all over the map. And when I sit down and talk to him, I'm like, Gary, are you stressed out? Do you think you have any kind of mental health going on here? He looks at me and he says, Leslie, it's a regular work day. Grow some thick skin and get back to work. Whoa. I don't know about you, I don't like thick skin. It doesn't feel nice on my body. And I know when thick skin cracks, it cracks deep, and it hurts. See, thick skin leads to a chaos mind. That thick skin, that armor that we wear, well, we know what the result is. 8 times more likely to go home and die by myself. And I don't even want to talk about what the overdose rates are, because they're 3 times higher than that. I don't judge people for how they choose to make it through their day. But what I do know is from a previous career, as a drug dealer, if my drug kills 1 person, I know that 20 more people are going to line up and buy from me. So my friends end up being fodder out here. And no one stands up to tell them that it's okay to have feelings. And it's okay to shed some of that thick skin. Put a little moisturizer on that baby. She'll come back nicely. But we have no form of gratitude or recognition either. Like, don't kid yourself. We have programs, okay? If I come out into the field and I spot you wearing all your gear, I'm probably going to come over and go, here's a ticket. Don't forget by the end of the week to get it into the safety department and you could get your award. But by the time you get enough tickets to get the award you want, it's not even there. You don't have a barbecue, but you're going to get a barbecue set, God damn it, because you earned these tickets. But we don't focus our gratitude and recognition on the people who need it. We go out into the field, we talk to the field. I need to engage with you in the field because I need you to follow my rules and my recipes. I see our business as having 2 C-suites. There's the people way, way up at the top, and then there's the people at the top of my project. My superintendent, who goes home and reads the plans, because you bought a condo on the 42nd floor. He needs to know how that layout's going to go. So he's up until 9 or 10 o'clock at night, studying, trying to figure out how the rebar's going to get in place. And he watches people come out and recognize his crew, but nobody recognizes him. So he's lonely. He's isolated. He has nobody he can talk to about this because, well, we get one feeling less, and you just need thick skin. Except that thick skin and that feeling, well, they combust. And for those of you who are health and safety, we know what combustible products do on our job site, yes? I remember one day I was on site and I was so worked up, I couldn't contain it anymore. I burst into tears. Do you know what happens when you cry in front of manly men? Ew, she's crying. We have to fix her. We have to help her. We have to fix her. I was in that moment, I remember stopping. I realized when we talk about vulnerability, we need to have these conversations. And I looked at my crew and I said, you know what's funny? When you get emotional, you explode. And as a woman, I do the exact same thing. I have to fix him. I have to figure out what's wrong with him right now. And when I sat and explained that to my crew, they just, as my daughter would say, shocked Pikachu face, Mom. And then there's the trust. Well, if you get one feeling and all of this thick skin, how do you build trust? Well, I can tell you at 17 years in, you watch. You pay attention to a lot of the signs and signals that our speakers here today are talking about. And when you notice that your friends are out of sorts, you lean in. See, I think part of the problem is, for us at least, is I don't know what to do when you're uncomfortable. And because I might want to try and own it, it might keep me from reaching out and asking you if you're okay. But if I can understand right here, right now in this moment, the best that I can do and be for you is be here and give you my undivided attention, I'm going to build trust with you. But we might have to take a couple steps back, right? So I carry a bag of candy. You know what they say, you attract more bees with honey than you do vinegar. So I see you having a bad day, or better yet, I see you having a great day. I see you having everything in order. See, because my industry, we're programmed to come out and tell you what you're doing wrong every single day, every minute of the day. Somebody's going to be in your face to be like, oh, look at that. You almost had it nailed, but I'm going to have to write you up for this. Make sure your supervisor knows so he can close this out. So we go talk to people when they're having a great day and they're doing it right, and we let them know that we've seen them. We offer them a piece of candy, or a sticker, or a freezie, or an ear and a shoulder. So that the next time when you come around, you can play a game. We're doing a survey today. It's really important. I need your input. Do you like bacon or sausage? People eat sausage, Leslie. So you're clearly a bacon person. Peppered bacon, maple bacon. I don't really care because you're talking to me and you trust me. And then the next time I come around when you're having a problem, you're going to tell me. And we can start to shave away that thick skin. We can help fill some of those cracks so you can go from the chaos that's in your mind to this calmness. That is how we can do mental health better in the construction industry.